Today, we're going to be talking all about the book Get Rich, Lucky Bitch by Denise Duffield-Thomas. If you're interested in picking up this book at all, let me give you a little spoiler. Just do it. You don't even need to watch this video. Just go buy the book. It'll be worth it. But if you're still on the fence or want a little preview on how this will actually change your life, keep on watching. Welcome to the Ready Set Life YouTube channel. My name is Brittany and I'm a millennial financial coach who makes videos all about taking the fear out of finance. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new videos every single Thursday and you don't want to miss them. Get Rich, Lucky Bitch is the money mindset book I always needed. The way Denise writes, I'm gonna call her Denise. I don't know her, but I feel like we'd be friends. The way she writes is just so honest and raw. It really kind of kicks your butt in gear. It definitely gives me you are a badass at making money vibes, and we all know that I love that book. Feel free to check that video out after this one. I pretty much did every activity that this book recommends, and I can already feel it changing my mindset around money and business. It really helped me think deeper about all the things that I was feeling, and really sparked some conversation within myself that I never even thought to have. So, why was it so powerful? Let's get into it. This book is a manifestation book. Manifestation is this huge thing right now, so I'm sure you've heard of it. But if you're not into the woo-woo, manifestation is basically that thing that people talk about where they think really hard about getting something and then it happens. Yeah, I know. Sounds friggin' nuts. But there's obviously a lot more behind it than just thinking really hard, and as I start understanding more about the concept, I've really been coming around to the idea. I do actually believe that there are concrete connections between the woo-woo mind stuff and what actually happens in the real world. Get Rich, Lucky Bitch basically walks you through the entire manifestation process, why it's important, how to do it properly, and why it might actually work. This was my first real dive into anything like this. I've always been a pretty practical person. I mean, I'm not sure if I totally believe yet that the universe just kind of has its own personality, and if you tell it what you want, it will listen and provide. But the way that this book explains everything just really makes sense to me. Just because I'm not ready for the woo-woo side of it doesn't mean that manifesting doesn't actually work. I think Denise knows this, and she's not trying to get you to buy into any crazy woo-woo things either. She's just really confident in what she believes, and that's infectious. I love how her powerful, I'm a badass woman and I'm not going to apologize about it attitude comes through on the page. It's totally inspiring, and it made me want to be better. So, what's the first step, and how do you actually start all of this mindset work? The whole thread of this book comes down to what Denise calls her money manifesting formula. It's a 5-step process that allows you to manifest money and the things that you want in your life. But as I mentioned before, it's not just the manifesting or the universe is great stuff that I really took out of the book. It's the actual mindset change that comes with all of this manifesting stuff. Let me explain. The first step in this whole thing is to declutter your life. And one of the activities here is to write down every negative experience you've ever had with money and forgive them. It's crazy. I actually did this and I found myself writing things down on this list that I had totally forgotten about and I thought didn't affect me at all. I realized I had a lot more resentment and weird feelings about money than I thought. Seriously, there's like 4 pages here. Forgiving these memories really made a difference for me. I mean, writing them down in the first place was crazy because it made me realize all the unconscious thoughts that I was still holding on to, but actually going through the list one by one and letting them go was really a relief that I didn't know that I needed. Clearing out and decluttering these emotions and thoughts really opened up the room for positivity and allowed me the space to let in that new mindset that I actually wanted to have. There are tons of eye-opening activities just like this one, and for me, it totally changed my outlook on finance. I think I was looking for something exactly like this. I knew the mindset that I wanted to get to with money, but I had no idea how to actually get there. This book gives you an actual practical process of changing your mindset around money. One of my favorite quotes in the book is when she's talking about positivity. She says, "At the beginning, it might feel forced, like you're pretending to be happy, but that's okay. Pretending is rehearsing for success, and your brain can't tell the difference anyway."
Mind blown.
It's such an awesome way to phrase that. And you see there how she just addressed the crazy feeling that you're probably having about what she wants you to do? This is why I think I love this book so much. She addresses all the pushback that you're having before you even ask it. I mean, obviously that's her experience showing. She teaches a whole course on this and probably has heard every excuse in the book, but I really appreciate that she included all of it here. She's not dancing around it or shaming you for not buying it. She's super upfront about it. Yeah, you're probably gonna feel crazy doing some of this stuff, but push through that, and here's why. I also love something that she said when she was talking about goal setting. She wants us to write down our goals to activate the reticular activating system and train our brain to actually recognize what's important. Are there suddenly more of your dream cars on the road, or are you just training your brain to see them? I don't know about you, but this happens to me all the time. The moment I start talking about something or hear about it, I then start to see it and recognize it everywhere. And it's true, it's probably the same ratio of that thing appearing in your life. You're just recognizing where it is. And I love that this relates to something that she says later on. She talks about being really specific to train the universe into understanding what you actually want. But it works the other way too. You have to learn to recognize the opportunities that the universe is showing you. Overall, I think this is a pretty kick-ass book. It's the first book where I actually paid attention to each and every single activity, and I think I'm actually going to add it to a yearly reading list. I feel like I'll need a reminder of this feeling. This is how I want to feel about money, and I want to make sure that I keep that alive. Speaking of yearly reading lists, let me know in the comments down below. What's on your reading list? Is there something that you find yourself going back to over and over again? And what's your favorite money or personal finance book? I'm always looking for recommendations, so let me know if there's one you want me to cover. If you missed my previous book reviews, I'll put a playlist right on the screen somewhere right now so you can check them out. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe with that notification bell turned on. I publish new content every single Thursday and you don't want to miss them. I've been watching Jenna Marbles, so this is my Jenna Marbles impression.